Hey there, welcome to Life Noggin. Today we're going to be answering one of the great questions of our time. What if you never brushed your teeth again? Because I gotta say, some days it feels like a real struggle just to get those pearly whites sparkling and shiny, especially when there's like a gazillion things that you could be doing instead. But come on, brushing your teeth can't be that important, right? Well, let's take a look inside your mouth. After just one day of not brushing your teeth, the bacteria in your mouth start throwing a raging party between your teeth. These microscopic microbes are always present in your mouth and on your teeth. They're usually kept under control by saliva, which contains minerals that fight off their weapons of mass destruction, acid. But when you don't brush your teeth, food particles stick around longer, giving the bacteria plenty of nutrients to gorge themselves on. Once they've had their fill, these little guys poop out acids that start eating away at your enamel, the hard outer layer of your teeth. Not only does this turn into cavities, but it also causes your teeth to become discolored and lose their luster. As a result, your teeth become more susceptible to decay and infection, which makes them yellow and soft. This process even causes your gums to pull away from your teeth and recede, resulting in bleeding and bad breath. Oh, and did we mention that zombie sock smell? Yeah, because that's also a thing that happens when you don't brush your teeth. Thanks to all that yummy sulfur produced by bacteria feasting on food stuck between your teeth. Yep, if you don't keep up with oral hygiene, your breath could end up smelling like a corpse. So not only would you feel pretty gross, but other people would feel pretty gross too. And none of us want that. Now let's say you push through the discomfort and decide to go another week without brushing your teeth. Things are about to get a whole lot worse. By this point, you've got cavities and your teeth are discolored. But you might not notice anything too terrible because you're so used to looking at them every day. But what you will notice is your breath. Even if you try to cover it up with mints or gum, nobody wants to be around you now, because the stench of rotting meat is wafting from your mouth. Sorry, but your breath literally stinks worse than a corpse at this point. And this wouldn't be such a big deal if you did, and start losing friends left and right due to the sheer strength of that horrific reek. Now, sure, you could wear a mask wherever you go, but that'd probably make people think you have the plague or something, and they'd be right on the money. By this point, you've developed gum disease. The toxins released by the bacteria in your mouth have caused inflammation of your gums. At this point, your gums are red, swollen, and tender, and you can't stop bleeding. So forget about being able to play wind instruments or do intense sports, because any pressure on your teeth causes bleeding. Want to bite into a nice crisp apple? Good luck with that. Even biting into something as innocuous as a piece of fruit would cause pain and lead to more bleeding. And as the months go on, your oral health continues to deteriorate. More and more teeth become loose and eventually fall out. You can say goodbye to eating most solid foods at this point, and your diet consists mainly of soft foods and liquids. The constant irritation from the bacteria in your mouth has also led to many painful infections. And finally, after all this time, you decide to see a doctor. Maybe you were tired of experiencing horrible pain, or maybe someone finally told you that your breath smelled so bad that they were worried you were going to spontaneously combust. Either way, local dentist or physician is horrified. At this point, the damage to your mouth is so extensive that you need to see an oral surgeon. And if you want to replace your missing teeth, the only option you have is dentures. But at this point, it's not just your mouth that's affected. Bad oral hygiene leads to a bunch of other problems, and that brings us to the worst part of never brushing your teeth. Some of the bacteria in your mouth are harmful and can make their way into your bloodstream. And no, this doesn't mean you'll get a fever or something. Instead, these bacteria can travel to different parts of your body, like your heart or brain, where they can cause direct damage or trigger life-threatening conditions. Gourd disease is the most common problem associated with bacteria entering your bloodstream this way. The bacteria can cause inflammation of the blood vessels, which can lead to clogged arteries and heart attacks. Or it can cause the formation of blood clots, which can block blood flow to the heart or brain, leading to stroke. So yeah, those pesky bacteria could technically kill you. But here's the silver lining. If you do decide to brush your teeth, then those troublesome microbes won't be able to enter your bloodstream in the first place. Now, what if you decided to brush your teeth just once in a while? Would that prevent all these disastrous outcomes? Fortunately, the answer is no. Researchers recommend brushing your teeth twice a day for 2 minutes each time. Skipping just one of those times means that you're relieving a bunch of bacteria and food particles on your teeth, which can lead to decay. In addition, only brushing once a day means that you're not effectively removing plaque, the sticky film that forms on your teeth and contains bacteria. Plaque buildup can cause gingivitis or inflammation of the gums, as well as increase your risk of cavities and other dental problems. To reduce your risk of developing serious dental issues, the American Dental Association recommends that you spend 2 minutes brushing your teeth twice a day and visit your dentist for a checkup and cleaning at least twice a year. Brushing for less than 2 minutes or not brushing twice a day may not seem like a big deal, but it can lead to plaque buildup and increase your risk of dental problems. And who wants to deal with cavities, gum disease, or bad breath? No one. That's why it's important to make oral hygiene a priority. So brush up on your brushing technique and make sure you're spending enough time keeping those pearly whites sparkling clean. So do yourself and your mouth a favor and keep brushing those chompers twice a day for 2 whole minutes each time. Otherwise, you just might end up with a mouth full of monsters. Well, maybe not actual monsters, but, plaque, bad breath, and cavities are kind of like monsters, so watch out for them. So what would you do if you woke up one morning and all your teeth were gone? Tell us in the comments below. Also, we have a social media account. Check out our socials to get more information about us and what we do. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel and like this video to stay up to date on all our future uploads. As always, this has been Life Noggin. Don't forget to keep on thinking.